So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and here we go. This is gonna be our lower bracket round this time, and for all you newcomers here, it is only gonna be a best of one. So it is utter sudden death right here, right now, between our two players, Garchuu versus PhyNix. And we'll see right now who's gonna be moving on to the next part of the lower bracket. After this one, guys, we'll be moving into the ZVZ matchup of Azin as well as Ender. So there's sudden death right now for one of these two players. Whoever wins on Eternal Empire gonna be moving on to the next round on the lower bracket. Whoever loses, though, gonna be out of the tournament. And I believe these guys are ready to go. It is high time to get into the action. And let's get into this one, Mr. Mizzle. It is high time to get into Eternal Empire yet again. And PhyNix earlier on, playing his comfort play, playing his comfort mech, but unfortunately, it really just isn't as strong as it used to. In the meantime, Garchuu trying to just get a little bit of that comeback after making a few mistakes here and there, costing him his last match. But I can really see for Garchuu, he has the potential to be something great if he realizes many of those situations. But in any case, move on into our next map. We move on into Eternal Empire, and let's get into the match. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and here we go, sudden death for one of these two players. It is going to be utter elimination facing them in the long run. So introducing first, here on the bottom left of Eternal Empire, it is gonna be our Red Terran, the Lone Ranger as we say, the last man standing of the Terran race, PhyNix. Can you really be the last man standing if you were the only man standing to begin with? That's a good question. But, PhyNix is really one of the best Terrans we have in the scene for PH, especially since he just recently made it to Grandmaster. In the meantime, though, his opponents always at the Custom Masters Plus, able to be runner-up in quarantine tournaments in the Gold to Diamond bracket, and eligible to really play into the set in the first place thanks to his accomplishments. It is our Pink Protoss, Garchuu. I feel like for Garchuu, this tournament run is also more of a learning experience for him. He's trying to get better and better to look to do better also in the Gold to Diamond bracket, but at the same time, learning from the Masters Plus bracket is such a big thing to note. In the meantime, though, we're already seeing Garchuu look to wall on off that initial engagement from the Reaper, trying to just put these buildings in the way as much as possible. It's the gateway there. It is going to be Cybercore onto the west side. Still, there is a little bit of a gap, though, on the eastern corner, but at least that's near the natural instead. In that case, though, Protoss versus Terran. I've been watching a lot of Protoss versus Terran lately, and it really just boils down to bio for the Terran, and whatever the hell can cook that bio for the Protoss itself. And Garchuu is going to need a lot of control for his units. Alongside Disruptors, High Templar, they all have to be absolutely huge coming into this patch. Something to note though for the High Temp, they're very effective now at really shutting down those medevacs, even though it's not that 1 point per energy of damage anymore. It's still that cast range really increased, so the High Templar can be safe side start as well as the feedback to really get the DPS on. Adepto in the meantime already chrono boosted out here by Garchuu, trying to defend SCV here from PhyNix, getting all the intel that he wants. Second base up and running for our Protoss. And what is the plan here for PhyNix? He's going for his own natural expansion. Adepto still into play. And it's going to be Warp Fleet research time for Garchuu. The jump up, pixel perfect. Fortunately for Garchuu, a little too much to the north side there, and this Reaper able to infiltrate and bother the probe line as much as possible. It is now time for the Reaper to just roam on away. Doesn't really want to do too much in this instance. There we go with the second transfer. Can the Adept actually give chase? Will the probe go down? Yes, it does. Reaper getting 1 kill is already good here for PhyNix. Just bothering the natural transition so far. And it seems like for PhyNix, he's going to be playing that standard there. Goes for the bunker to play defensively. He is going to be setting up those racks along the way. And well, that's how it is sometimes. Sleep time there for the young ones, but it is going to be high time now for PhyNix to get his 1-1-1 set up. So yeah, with 1-1-1, earlier medevacs allow you to play the drops a lot better into the mid-game. Getting those numbers in the first place, pretty effective. On the other side though, gateways right now, as well as the robo facility, gonna be the play here for Garchuu. He wants to be able to build that Colossus deck. He wants to be able to get the laser beams on, and maybe a little bit of a suck dry right there to allow them to do all they can. Reaper though gonna get caught on the open at the back right now, trying to be built, and Widowmine is gonna be littering the backfield. Now PhyNix playing defensively, understanding though the Widowmine difference kind of costing him that previous game. We continue on right now, as it is going to be more and more of these SCVs being built for that second base. So a little bit of macro right now on both sides. In the meantime, supply depots being built, and yeah, Blink Stalker here for Garchuu. Kind of a little late in all honesty. He went for the robo facility first rather than SWAT cancel, so you want to be able to get that initial harassment with it in the first place. Observer though gonna be into play, something that he needed in the earlier game when he went for those Blink Stalkers. And the Widow Wine right now for PhyNix inside that medevac. In any case, more and more of these tech labs right now, and it is gonna be PhyNix making sure all of his production is set and ready to go. Raven also for a good part of the mid-game anti-armor, making a big difference, and always that detection just in case. Still for Garchuu. Pylons now. They got some stalkers. Looking to defend. And Garchuu is just making sure that he holds all these angles for the time being. PhyNix though might get spotted here. Does get seen by the stalker. And here comes the drop right now from the Widow Mine, getting in position, really trying to put a hamper on. And like this, 2 onto the natural, 1 potentially for the main to be as pesky as can be. Apparently the Widow Mine though, gonna be trying to get caught out in the open. There we go, right now with a proper shot. And 2 of those Widows do stay alive after the 6th probe kill. So harassment on point here for PhyNix. Able to do all he can, and macro on up in behind. He's trying to get that +1 with that lone engineer raid. He has the second one up and running. He does want to save that gas for the time being. Anyway, probes right now even more into the field, and all I gotta say here for the strategy for Garchuu, it's a little later than you'd expect because he did go for that robo first. And he did want to get that vision on, but with the blink timing, it isn't going to be as harassing as the other side. It is going to be harassing as well an earlier timing there, and the Raven even looking around to spot out that observer. 1-1 is coming up. Combat shield and step back also ready to go, and PhyNix just might decide to get that big push on as soon as these upgrades are up and running within like the 2-minute mark from this point. Really goes to show though that this is going to be high time for Garchuu to try and play things out. He is going to be sending in these stalkers already. Wants to potentially go up on top. For Garchuu, gonna get caught out here already by the Raven and the Marine hit squad. Still a good number here for Garchuu, but he has to be very, very careful. That anti-armor will really hurt those stalkers in the long run, especially if the engagement happens. Good bunker places already for PhyNix, anticipating the blink stalkers to begin with. And with the siege tank in position, this game is going to be very, very hard for Garchuu. He's hesitating already. He knows the army is set up there. He already sees that bunker. And he's trying to go for the Raven right now to make sure that Spellcaster isn't going to get all the value in the world. Third base though going on up. Garchuu is finally on 4 of those gas though. He's getting a pretty good intake so far. Seems like that was a little later than expected. In any case, here comes Garchuu. In the front lines we go. Blink Stalker Micro to get on away from the single blink to everyone else getting the hell out of there. At least he gets rid of the bunker. Not the worst hurt there for PhyNix though, and Garchuu not really losing anything in the long run. So it's all about skirmishes, guys. It's all about going for these pokes. And I guess for Garchuu, he just wants to focus on to even more and more of these upgrades. Charge lots right now coming online, as well as that +1/+1 from 2 forges. On the other side though, armor coming online here for PhyNix. Stimpack is going to be next on the list. And we are also getting concussive shell. I like how he's really focusing on a few marauders here and there. Going to be effective to deal with these stalkers as quick as can be. And in a case like this, PhyNix right now spotting things out, moving on forward. Here comes Garchuu though, already seeing that third base up and running, and this command center who gets shut down. 400 minerals down the train. That is a free pick off there from our big Protoss. Kudos to Garchuu spotting that one out, but PhyNix is still on the warpath, says he's very confident with his 1-1 timing. Gateso Chrono boosting things out, trying to get as many units as possible. Sentries are going to be there as well as the Zealots. All I gotta say about Garchuu right now is he really just wants to build as many units as possible. 7 gates right now with the 1 robo, but earlier on wasn't really the biggest number. Anti-armor right now into play. This is PhyNix showing his pedigree, showing that he has the build order pretty much on time. He has the upgrades up and running. This is a big timing attack courtesy of PhyNix, and he's looking to shut down this third base as quick as can be. This forces Garchuu back on after the stalkers are out of position. No strategic recall whatsoever, and also no battery overcharge means that as his Nexus point is going down. Force fields though on the north side. We'll see if PhyNix right now can actually go for the killing blow. Sees the stalkers out in front, blink to try and get on away. And this is still PhyNix holding the line as much as possible. Stalkers though, doing all they can to hold a lot happening. The Brawler is packing such a big punch, and this might be the GG push right here from PhyNix. He is doing all he can to really get the shutdown as fast as possible. He wants to make it to the next lower bracket round, and he will be getting this victory. GG is called. PhyNix with the win. Really goes to show, when you practice your timings a lot better, you are going to be able to execute in the best way. And that is going to be our Red Terran with the victory in pretty dominant fashion as he plays it pretty textbook. There you go, guys. We got back to my screen, and all I gotta say is, well, for PhyNix, it was just pretty textbook there. The one time was on points. He had the tech lab button running. He did go for the 4 upgrade variant rather than just having 1+1 and 1 stim pack. And even though it was a little later, he knew he could make it happen because of the fact that Garchuu was a lot later than his earlier aggression that really didn't come. Also, something to note, no Colossi, no Disruptor. Unfortunate there for Garchuu, and in the end, that is victory there for PhyNix. He will move on to face against Sightem in the next lower bracket round. So guys, that was our best of 1. We will be right back setting things up for the next part of the bracket. Stay tuned, stick around. This is the SCPH Quarantine Tournament number 4.